Hello beautiful people and welcome to my brand spanking new channel. My name is Nicole and I'm going to be talking to you today a little bit about the vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery. Welcome. Okay, so as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about the vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery, my journey towards that, reasons for wanting it, things like that. And yeah, let's get to it. So as you can see by the title of the video, I'm going to be talking about the vertical sleeve surgery, which is probably the reason why I clicked on it, and also it's titled Too Pretty for VSG, so I don't see why you wouldn't click on it if you weren't interested in the topic at hand. But you know, it's okay. We're working through this. Let's go. We are together, you and I, here. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about like reasons why I want the surgery, how I got started with going forward with the surgery and things like that. If I'm looking down a lot, I have my like little viewfinder here and my notes over here, so it's okay. I'm gonna start by talking a little bit about my current stats. I am 24 years old. I'm currently 355 pounds and I am 5'9". I actually kind of waver between 5'9", 5'8", which is kind of weird, but you know, whatever. We work with it. So yeah, I've been overweight pretty much my entire life. I want to say it started early elementary school, and has just kind of gone on from there, which is kind of one of the reasons why I want the surgery. Not only that, but because I'm gonna be real here, I went to see my doctor one day, just I think for like a physical or something. She essentially looked me in the eyes and said that every problem that I was having was tied back to my weight, and that if I could drop the weight, then I'd be essentially in perfect health. And that's when she kind of brought up the idea of like bariatric surgery in general. So I kind of from there took that and ran with it because it was something that I knew that I couldn't do on my own. I could lose 100 pounds and still be a candidate for bariatric surgery and still be extremely overweight. So I just kind of wanted to have a tool to aid me in my journey. I know it's still not going to be a super easy thing, but yeah, just that little extra oomph to help me get to where I want to be. Another reason I want the surgery is to kind of take control of my life. Like I said, I'm 24, I'm going to be 25 very soon. I'm not getting any younger and I'm not getting any smaller, unfortunately. And then diabetes runs pretty heavily in my family, which is something that I want to be proactive about because I've been borderline before, like when I was in high school, and even younger than that. I'm no longer borderline, which is great, but it's still something that like is in the back of my mind all the time. Like, if I don't take control of this right now and start making healthier choices and getting down to healthier weight, I could develop diabetes, and that's something that I don't want by any means. Yeah, so, and of course I want, you know, to look better, to feel better overall. The overall health of it is pretty much my driving factor in all of this. I'm 24 years old and I have aches and pains in my body like I'm 100 years old, which to me is like a no-brainer. Like, lose the weight, feel better. Come on, guys. And the people that I have discussed this with, I've pretty much been met with a lot of support, of course. My mom is all for it, my best friend, my coworkers, they're all super excited about it. But of course I've been met with those people who have those negative things to say, or not even really negative things, but that, that just kind of those vague, like, disapprovals that are kind of hidden in compliments. Like, oh, you're just fine, you're so pretty, you don't need to lose the weight, like, you look good, you're able to move around, you're good. Or the crowd favorite, just eat right and exercise. Now, I pride myself in being smart. I believe I'm very well educated. I know the what's what. The problem is not the losing weight. I know how to eat right. I know how to exercise. It's all something that I know how to do. I've done it. I've lost the weight. The problem is keeping it off. And that's kind of something that I discussed with my surgeon, which I'll get to him in a little bit when I start talking about how I got there. Yeah, I discussed that a lot with my surgeon, and he really agrees that not only will I be a great candidate for it, but he thinks that I will do extremely well, because I know how to do what I need to do. The problem is just keeping it off, and that's just kind of the wiring, how my body is made kind of thing. Yeah. So now I'm gonna get into how did I get started. I actually started just kind of doing a lot of research online. I was looking up my insurances, like requirements for bariatric surgery, and the things that I would have to do to get the surgery, the requirements as far as like my weight, my height, things like that. After that, I called my insurance directly. They essentially told me, just talk to your PCP, there's options for you, just go ahead and start doing it. And then sent me on my way, essentially. From there, I did go back to my doctor. I was lucky enough, actually, because one of my doctor's nurses actually has had the surgery in my city, and she's kind of gone through the whole thing with my surgeon as well. So I had a resource before I even got into the bariatric program that I am in. So once I saw my doctor, talked to her nurse, she sent me to the seminar with Dr. Gluck, who is my surgeon. So I signed up for the first seminar, which it didn't really work out as far as timing. School was still in session for me at the time, so I was super busy with that and work, so just the time didn't work out. But the second seminar that I signed up with, I actually went. I took my mom with me. It was very informative, and that's kind of where the process really started starting. That's where the process really started to get rolling. After the seminar, they scheduled me for my initial consultation with my surgeon. Like I said, Dr. Gluck, who is an awesome guy. Very down to earth, very straightforward with as far as what's going to happen in the surgery, what to expect, what he does, what he doesn't do. So when I say things that he doesn't do is I'm talking lap band surgeries, because there's such a high risk with complications with that. He won't even touch it, which it didn't really matter to me because the lap band wasn't even on my radar at that point. I was still kind of wavering between the VSG and Roux-en-Y, which is the full traditional gastric bypass. So yeah, my meeting with him went really well. He essentially was like, I think you're a great candidate. It's going to be very easy for me to do this laparoscopically. all we have to get you through is the psych evaluation, and he scheduled me for an EGD, which is when they kind of take a camera, go through to see what's going on in my stomach. And from there, we'll get a surgery date. So obviously that was super exciting. At that point, my psych evaluation and my EGD were scheduled a month out. The nutritionist appointment was actually kind of different than what I expected. I initially expected like a one-on-one with a nutritionist, but it was actually kind of a class of like people who were getting started as well, which was really comforting. I actually saw some people that I knew like in the past, so it was really cool. She talked a lot about she talked a lot about the diet post-surgery and like the changes we should kind of start making pre-surgery. Things like just taking a daily vitamin every day, taking a water bottle with you every single place you go, eating your protein first, getting enough sleep, eating breakfast within an hour or two of waking up, eating every 3 to 5 hours, things like that. The right things to eat, the right things to buy. Yeah, which was really cool. One thing that was really cool was that the nutritionist said that there's never a copay or anything, a charge to make a meeting with her, which was super cool. So if anyone is ever at a point where they feel like they're kind of off track or like they want to do different things with their eating, just make a meeting with her, which is awesome. I just had my psych evaluation this past week, which it went really well. I was really surprised just because the psychologist kind of opened with, let's talk about your past traumas. So, it was it was an interesting meeting. We talked a lot. I was very honest with her. For the first time, I was very honest and open about my history, my past traumas, reasons why I'm here, things like that. It went really well. Before I even left, she was like, as far as I'm concerned, that surgery is a go for you, which was super exciting. The psychologist also said that if there's ever a time that I'm struggling, like emotionally, because I kind of talked to her a lot about my anxiety in general, and she essentially, she said that if there was ever a time that I was struggling, to not hesitate to give her a call and be like, hey, I'm struggling, I need help, and she'll make that time for me, which is awesome. So now, upcoming, I still have my EGD scheduled on the 25th of May, which today is the 19th or the 18th. Can't confirm. Yeah, so I have my EGD coming up, and after that I will have a surgery date, which is a little bit scary, but I'm excited. And of course that whole process of like submitting all my information to the insurance for approval and all that good stuff, but it sounds like they've never really had a problem with approval from my specific insurance. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now, and that's what I have coming up. So I'm excited. I just wanted to make this video and kind of start this channel to kind of talk about my journey and document all that good stuff, just for myself and for people who potentially want to watch and learn from me, maybe. So if you are considering getting the surgery or just kind of looking around at options and how to get things started for you, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that things go really well with you. If you live in Michigan, I do highly recommend Dr. Gluck and his team. They are incredible. I think the post-op care is going to be incredible because the pre-op care is awesome already. And I've only been going through this for about a month or two. So yeah, I feel incredibly supported, and I'm ready for this. and if you are considering, I highly recommend that you do it. Do it for your health, do it for yourself, do it for all the right reasons. Yeah, that kind of wraps up what I wanted to talk about. So in the future, I want to touch on more, obviously the VSG, continuing like updates and things like that for you guys, but I also want to touch on more like beauty, fashion, things like that. So if you're interested, please hit subscribe, and I will try to get up videos maybe once a week, maybe once a month. I want to do some monthly videos. I want to start monthly videos. Just to give you guys that update, like I said. I'm not really sure of a schedule as far as like weekly, monthly, bi-weekly. I'll just kind of see where it takes me. And yeah, please be sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already. Give it a big thumbs up if you like the video, and leave some comments. I'll be watching, responding, all that good stuff. And yeah, have a good rest of your day, guys. I wish you the best.